Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me here. It's early morning for me here, so I have roomies that are still asleep and puppies that are just waking up. So thank you for joining me here in the wee hours of the morning. I might cough like that a little bit, and the reason being is throughout the night, a lot of my mucus has a tendency to rest in my throat, rest in my lungs, and in the mornings, here it comes. So some of y'all may resonate with that. So what I've done, and also what I've learned through meditation practices is, excuse me, especially for a morning practice, make that transition from bed and sleep into yoga space and awake space. And what I mean by that is you're preparing your body for an adjustment, for a change, for a new day. So one of the ways that I've been guided to prepare for specifically a morning meditation is to get out of bed. That's the first step. Get out of bed, change your space. So you may be next to your bed, but you're not in it. Also, while there may be some seated movements in yoga that you can do, your bed mattress may not provide the best support for a yoga practice. Not to say that you can't do yoga in bed, but part of this practice here is making new space. Also, to go along with that is preparation for this new space that you're creating, almost like showing up for yourself as the best version of yourself, to be the best of your version of yourself. And what that can look like is changing out of your PJs. I did not. It can mean brushing your teeth, washing your face, just kind of waking yourself up. That's what I've done. If you wake up early enough, feel free to make a cup of tea. Allow that to settle before coming into your practice. And just drinking some water, clearing it out, right? So these are ways you can prepare for a morning meditation or a morning gentle yoga practice like we're going to move into now. Excuse me. So we'll start with just some simple breath awareness and slight control. So come to a comfortable seated position. Sit bones, flesh has been moved away from your sit bones. You're very grounded in your seat. Pushing into your sit bones already starts to extend your spine. Feel a nice, strong, supported line of energy going from the base of your spine, up through your spine, and out through the top of your head. Your chin is just slightly tucked. Breathing here, simply noticing. For grounding energy, you can bring your hands palm down on your knees. You can bring your eyes to close. For a more welcoming energy, or for welcoming more energy, you can keep your palms face up on your knees and keep your gaze just low, your eyelids just slightly open. You're active, you're present, you see. I oftentimes practice most of my practice with my eyes closed. It allows me to really tune into my body, remove any external distractions. This can also help if and when we're back in yoga studios. Especially when I'm around my peers, I tend to look at what other people are doing and instinctively compare. And as we all know, your yoga practice is your practice, right? And it's a practice. There's no perfection here. And there's no such thing as a perfect yogi. You are a perfect yogi just here as you are. So be proud of yourself for showing up. As we continue this breath awareness, I welcome you to count your inhales and count your exhales. No control, simply noticing. This is your natural breath here. Note if it's choppy, if you're coughing, if there's mucus in your throat. Simply noticing. When you're ready, go ahead and add one count on your inhale and one count to your exhale, extending your breath just slightly. Pardon all of those noises. And if you're ready, adding on one more count to your inhale and one more count to your exhale, extending your breath just slightly more. As you get comfortable, if Ujjayi breath is in your practice, I welcome you to bring it in now. For those of you who are not familiar, Ujjayi is a slight constriction at the back of your throat. It allows for breath control. It's similar to fogging up a piece of glass or a window. Sounds like a much more peaceful version of Darth Vader. It's just a simple slight constriction in the back of your throat. I welcome you to try it if you've never tried it before. Remember this breath throughout your practice, throughout your day, wherever you may find anxiety or stress, or in your practice an inability to find a posture. Remember your breath, your prana, your life force. This will allow you to move with ease, find space, find peace and ease, right? So even when you're off your mat or your yoga space, remember this breath. Remember it when you have your toughest times. Remember that it's always there for you, even when you don't ask for it, right? So turn to it for assistance. We'll go ahead and bring a little movement into our necks here. Our necks carry the weight of our head all day, every day, so let's send it a little love. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly drop your chin to chest. Stay here for a breath. Inhale brings your right ear to right shoulder. Stay here for a breath. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Stay here for an inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings your left ear to left shoulder. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Stay here for breath. Inhale brings your neck up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here, or inhale up. And exhale here. Inhale here. And exhale down. We'll move with our breath. So inhale brings you up. And exhale brings you down. Nice and slow with your breath. Inhale. And exhale, chin to chest. Move with your breath for a few rounds. Inhale brings you up. And exhale brings you down. Inhale brings you up. And exhale brings you down. Last round. All right. Inhale's going to bring you up, but we're going to stay there again. Excuse me. And stay here. For an extra stretch, you can crawl your palm away from yourself and breathe here. Nice deep breaths, finding a lot of stretch in that side neck and shoulder area. If you'd like to switch up the stretch a little, you can spider crawl your hands forward towards your knee, keeping your alignment just as it was, your spine straight, grounded seat. Like a different stretch, you can spider crawl your hands back behind you as comfortably as they'll go. This is a nice stretch along the front collarbone, front side neck. Nice big breaths here. Go ahead and bring yourself back to center. And exhale brings your chin to chest. Stay here for a breath. Inhale brings your left ear to left shoulder, opposite of what you just did. Stay here again. If you'd like a little extra stretch, crawl your right hand away from your body. Stay here. Again, you can explore different stretches by crawling your hand forward or backwards, remembering that if it doesn't feel good in your body, we shouldn't do it. This is your yoga practice. Again, if you want a little more stretch in that front collarbone, side neck area, you can crawl your hands back behind you, keeping your posture in alignment, nice spine, straight spine. On an inhale, we'll bring everything back in. Exhale, chin to chest. Stay there for breath. Inhale brings your gaze to center. We're gonna use our breath again to move our necks side to side. So on an inhale, bring your gaze to your right. Exhale keeps you there. Breathe here. Inhale brings you back to center. And exhale, other side. Stay here for a breath. Inhale brings you center. Exhale brings your gaze over to the other shoulder. Stay here for a breath. Exhale brings you to center. Inhale brings you to the other side. Inhale brings you to center. We'll go ahead and do those same movements with the flow of our breath. So an inhale brings your gaze over. And exhale, center. Inhale brings you over. And exhale, center. Move with your breath. We're going to switch up the breath. So on an inhale, we're going to stay in center. Exhale brings your gaze over. Find a little more stretch that way. So inhale, center. Exhale, gaze over. Continue with your breath. Nice deep breaths, continuing with that Ujjayi breath. All right, one more round, both sides. And inhale brings you to center. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. Find some movement in between. Move that flesh away again from your sit bones. Find grounding here. We'll do a little shoulder rolls. So inhale brings your shoulders forward and up. And down and back. Inhale up. Excuse me, back. Get rid of all the weird shit. All the kinks, all the tightness, all the burps, all the mucus, all the crap. Switch your roll. Inhale, up, back and up. Exhale, down and forward. Make this juicy. Make this feel good. I like to end with my chest open, so I just do one that last original way just to keep me open. Move into some seated cat-cow. So with your hands in front of your knees for support. Inhale here. And exhale into cat. Round your back, round your neck. Nice big stretch here. Ooh, feel that from all the sleepiness. Inhale brings you forward, chest open, gaze slightly up, shoulders on your back if you're able. And exhale brings you into cat. Move with your breath. If there's a space that feels nice and extra good, stay there, breathe there. Otherwise, flow with me. And flow with your breath. Chest open. Exhale. If you'd like to find a little more space and movement, on an inhale, go over to one side, over your knee and chest forward. Exhale brings you over the other knee and round back. Let's do that again on the same side. Inhale over your knee, chest open center. Exhale over the knee and back. One more time on this side. Inhale forward and exhale back. Nice. Let's go the other side. Inhale over your left knee, chest open. Exhale over your other knee and back. Inhale moves you. Exhale returns you. Last time here. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more regular cat-cow just to even us out. Inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale brings you to straight spine. Okay, we're gonna move into some gentle twists here. So, inhale, again, find your seat, find a comfortable space. When you're ready, inhale brings your arms overhead. Look up if it feels good, and exhale brings you in a gentle twist on your left hand side. Stay here. Inhale brings you into a nice tall spine. Exhale moves you in your twist a little more. You can do this as often as you want. Find some space in your spine on an inhale, and exhale brings you into a deeper twist. Breathe here. When you're ready, inhale brings you up. Look up if it feels good, and exhale to your left. Inhale brings you straight spine, and exhale brings you deeper into your twist. Inhale, exhale here. One more round. Inhale brings you back up. And we'll move with the flow of our breath. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale, twist. Inhale up. Hands clasped at the top, and exhale down through prayer mudra. Deep inhale and exhale here. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale down through prayer mudra. Let's move with that flow just a little. Inhale up. And exhale down. Very intentional. Follow your breath. Don't move before or after it tells you to. It's a great time to close your eyes and tune in. Only and only when your body needs a breath do you move. Inhale up over arms. Stay here until you cannot anymore. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and open your eyes. We'll inhale up. And nice big stretch over your legs. You can prop yourself up on your elbows here if you don't quite make it to the ground. Even if you can, go ahead and stop here, pause here. Breathe here. Straight spine, you're not crouched under or into your fold. Inhale, extend your spine, come out just slightly. And exhale further into your stretch if that feels comfortable. You can put a block here under your head if your head doesn't quite make it to the floor. Your gaze should be down or just slightly below. Your chin is just slightly tucked. It's not, your neck is not completely bent, right? One more breath here. Inhale brings you up slowly but surely. Lean back and switch the cross of your legs. And we'll do that with this cross of the legs. Inhale up. And exhale down into a forward fold. Remember, you can pause at one level first. Find ease and comfort in your breath here. And this could be it. This could be plenty, more than enough. And if that's it, that's great. If you feel that you have a little more space here, inhale out of the posture just slightly. And exhale, find a little more stretch. Again, support yourself here. Find a block if your head doesn't quite make it to the floor, or a blanket, or a bolster, whatever you have. Your sit bones are still grounded. That straight line of energy is still grounded through your bottom of your spine and out through the top of your head. Awesome. Inhale brings you up slowly but surely. Awesome. Now's a great time for a water break or a breath. I watched a really amazing full moon meditation event last night, hosted by Lizzie Jeff, a really great goddess rap priestess in LA, and she made a really lovely point that we were talking about manifestations, what we're bringing into the full moon and what we're letting go with this full moon and these cycles in this year. And one thing that she said that really resonated with me, that it is that if you're trying to bring in flow and health and all this, flow specifically, right? That water should definitely be something that you're taking in a lot more, right? If you're just trying to find the flow of life and trying to find peace in that, drink more water. Awesome. So here we are again in your seated position, grounded sit bones. Flesh is pulled away from your seat, nice grounded spine. On an inhale, we're gonna bring one leg out extended, the knee is bent and the heel is in your pelvic bone. Your extended foot is active, just slightly flexed, protecting your knee. Nice, strong, supported, straight spine here. We're gonna bend over our knees, so on an inhale, reach up. And exhale brings you into a little twist and over that leg. We're tight in the mornings, right? So don't expect all kinds of crazy stretchiness of yourself. I am in a cold place right now, so my muscles are definitely tight like a toiga. So love yourself, acknowledge that, acknowledge what your body is telling you, listen to it, right? Nice straight spine here. Inhale can bring you out, exhale can bring you deeper. Your belly button should be moving towards your knee and that extended spine, or that extended leg. Gaze should be straight down towards your knee, not down or up. Straight spine. Inhale out a little and exhale down a little. You can grab hold of your foot if that's available for you. A strap is a great thing to have here. Lots of options. 2 more rounds of breath here. you out and up. And exhale brings you through center. Guide your knee in. Guide your other knee out. Again, finding a nice strong seat here. Flesh is moved away from the sit bones. Spine is straight, strong, and supported. You're bent, you have one bent knee, that heel is in your pelvic area. Your other leg is extended, your foot is just slightly active. Same thing on the other side. Inhale up. And exhale, twist and over. Be kind to yourself here. Inhale can find you some space. Exhale finds you a little more. Do this as often as you need to find a comfortable place. If you're not comfortable, move. Move into what is comfortable. And sometimes that can mean moving out a little. Sometimes that can mean adjusting yourself, moving your leg forward or backward. Again, great things to use here are a strap, a block to rest your head on. You could even put it under your knee and rest it on your knee to find support here. 2 more breaths. These are great places to practice with your eyes closed because you're not working against yourself. Inhale brings you up and over. Or up and out, rather. Great. Find both knees bent. And we'll move into a morning, nope, not that one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I guess it was the morning wake up. Okay, great. We're gonna do this in a gentle way though, right? All right, so we'll move into a child's pose. Find a reset here. Excuse me. Child's pose is where your toes touch. The knees are out to the sides. You have a straight spine. Inhale here. And exhale, crawl yourself forward in child's pose. A few breaths here. Inhale brings you up. And we'll move on to all fours for a different cat-cow. So your knees are placed directly under your hips. Your feet are directly behind your knees so that if you look through your knees, you should not see your ankles. Your shoulders are directly below, your wrists are directly below your shoulders. Your first pointer finger is pointing out directly in front of you, so it might feel like your wrists are turned outwards a little. That's okay. From your pointer finger, the rest of your fingers splay out. So nice support, lots of weight evenly distributed through your palms and your knees. In your spine, you're still straight here. So imagine how you were sitting, your root chakra grounded on the floor with that line of energy and support going through your spine and out through the top of your head. So keep that here. This is your straight spine. We'll move into a cat-cow. So your inhale brings your belly down, chest open, and exhale brings you into a cat. Nice big stretch in the back. Inhale brings you into cow. Exhale brings you into cat. One more round of breath here. And an exhale is going to bring you into a very, very gentle downward dog. So you can start in kind of a leaning forward position like this. Tuck your toes. You can crawl forward as you start to extend your arms, keeping your toes tucked here. Inhale brings yourself into a downward dog. Now be gentle here. Listen to your body. You're going to be building some heat, so turn off your space heaters. Move in this space as it feels good for you. Breathe. Keep a bent knee. You can find some movement in your ankles here. Pedal out your feet. So when you're ready, inhale here and exhale brings you forward into a plank, and exhale brings you down onto the ground. Move into a small little flow here. Inhale brings you up into a supported cobra. Chest open, and exhale brings you back into your child's pose. So toes touch, knees out, extend. Just stay here for one breath. I'm going to try to move with a little bit of flow. Sorry, not quite. All right, so bring your knees in on an exhale. Bring yourself up. And we're moving back into a downward facing dog. So toes tucked, palms firmly planted on the ground, ready to support your weight. Inhale brings you up. And exhale here. Inhale brings your feet and hands together, however that looks for you. Inhale, flat back, nice straight spine, and exhale, forward, fold. Stay here for a little bit. Find your elbows wrapped by your hands. Nice ragdoll stretch here. Try to find even space in the balls and the heels of your feet. Whatever nice gentle movement here that feels good, feel free to bring that into your practice. Move with your breath, move with intention, move with purpose. And then release that bind. Inhale up, flat back. And we're going to move into a plank pose, not for very long. Go ahead and bring your right foot between your legs, and you can drop that left knee down. If you have blocks here, I welcome you to bring them into your practice for some support. If you have a bed frame next to you, that's great too, where you can simply just clasp your hands and bring them onto your knees. Breathe here. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to figure out this best way to see what's going on. All right, so we're gonna move into a nice crescent lunge. So inhale here, hands up, exhale back, inhale up, and we'll move into an easy twist. So left hand down, right hand up. Stay here for a breath. Inhale here and windmill your arms down. Step back into a gentle plank and downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. And bring your knees down. All right. We'll take that flow on the other side. So from downward facing dog, well, from all fours, tuck your toes. Firmly plant your hands just slightly in front of you. Remember that alignment with your finger pointing forward. Evenness in your palms, and exhale. Inhale brings you up into downward facing dog. Find some movement here as you did on the other side or the first time. Pedal out your feet. Remember to move with your breath. All right, last breath here. Inhale brings you into plank. And knees down to the ground into a cobra. Inhale up, cobra. And exhale brings you into child's pose. Toes touch, knees out, inhale straight back, and exhale down. One breath here. Inhale brings your knees together. And prepare for downward dog. Inhale up. Awesome. And inhale brings your feet and your legs, feet and your arms, hands, what the hell are these? Together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. And exhale down. Come into that ragdoll. Try to clasp opposite elbows than what you did before, if you can remember which ones those were. Try to bring the weight evenly into the balls and the heels of your foot. This may feel like you're leaning forward a little bit. That's okay. If you look into a mirror, you can see your legs start to be straight. So if you're moving into your heels too much, you can see that my line is going backwards. So try to bring the weight into the balls of your foot, but don't fall over, right? Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward, fold. And bring your left leg through this time into a low lunge. Exhale brings your knee down. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, crescent. I think that's what this is. Inhale up. Exhale brings you into that twist. Stay here for breath. And exhale, windmill your arms down into downward facing dog. I'm not really sure about that. All right. And exhale, knees down. Tabletop. We're going to move it with the same positions with a little bit of more of a flow. So, won't you join me? All right. So from all fours, we'll move into a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, inhale up. Exhale here. Inhale moves into plank. And exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Breathe here. And exhale. Inhale prepares you for a downward dog. So knees in, all fours. Tuck your toes, arms forward just slightly, and inhale up. And exhale brings your hands and feet together for a nice forward fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Your right leg comes between your legs for a low lunge. And bring your knee down if that feels good. High lunge. And back bend here. Inhale up. And left hand on the floor for a nice gentle twist. Breathe here. Inhale. Windmill your arms down. And step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale brings you to tabletop. Great. Breathe here, and we'll take it on the other side. So inhale brings you into downward facing dog. Exhale brings your feet and toes, your feet and hands to touch. Fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, stretch. Left foot comes between your hands for a nice low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, up, and exhale, twist. Stay here for breath. When exhale brings you into windmills down, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale down to all fours. Let's take that one more time on each side. That felt good to me. Hopefully that felt good to you. Seeing me, I hope you realize that this doesn't have to look a certain kind of way. So whatever feels good in your body. If you start to feel more strength in one side and one pose than the other, follow that, right? Listen to your body. All right, so all fours, here we are. And inhale, tucks your toes, and downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale brings your hands to feet. Forward fold. Inhale, half back. Half lift. Exhale down. Right foot between your hands. Low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, crescent. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale here. And exhale, windmill down. Back into downward facing dog. And exhale brings you down to all fours. Last time, last side. Round of breaths here. Prepare for downward facing dog. Inhale, up. And exhale, bring your hands and feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your left foot between your hands, low lunge. Inhale up. And exhale, crescent. Inhale up. And twist. Inhale here. And exhale down into downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale all fours and find yourself a child's pose. Toes touch, knees wide, spine straight. Exhale down into child's pose. It's the last of the hard work, so enjoy this. ready, go ahead and slowly bring yourself back up to your seated position. Good job, good work. Hope that brought you a little energy to prepare for your day. Water. All right, we'll start, go ahead and cooling down. To do that, I'll bring in my guides. So find, here we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to our backs. Supporting yourself in doing so. So a nice tall straight spine, holding onto the backs of your thighs. Inhale here and exhale. Slowly make yourself your way to the ground. I'm trying to stay in camera here for you. Great. So here we'll move into a reclined bound angle pose. Sorry, pause. We are reclined bound angle. You're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Like a butterfly position is what this should look like. Your ankles will be as close to your pelvic bone as your body will tell you is comfortable. If your knees find themselves way up here, maybe you should move your feet away from you to find a little space, or to bring your knees down. You don't want your knees way up in the air. If you're still a little extended and your knees are up, you can put blocks or blankets underneath your knees to find support. Your pelvis is tight, slightly tucked here. If it helps, you can move the flesh away from your seat, as so. Tune in here. This is a nice big deep stretch in your hips, so be gentle with yourself. Recognize that. Nice big deep breaths. Breathing into those spaces that feel extra tight, that need extra love. When you're ready, go ahead and guide your knees together. And we'll move into a bridge pose. So with your knees back down on the ground, your feet back down on the ground, your heels as close to your buttocks as feels comfortable. Both of your shoulders are tucked under your backs, and you can do so by leaning over to one side, tucking that shoulder. It may feel a little extreme, but do it. And then doing so on the other side. Roll over and tuck that. So already your chest is puffing up. There's space there, and that's what we hope to find in our bridge pose even more. So your elbows are planted into the ground firmly beside you, and by doing this with robot arms, if you start to push into your elbows against the ground, you already feel that your chest is opening up even more, right? So again, same concept for bridge. So on an inhale, we'll push into our heels. And exhale and stay here for bridge. Keep your chin tucked, your gaze forward. You're not moving your neck forward, sideways. If you have a little more space, you can bring your ankles closer to you, and if that's the case, you can grab them. If that's not the case, you can clasp your hands underneath your buttocks and push into your hands and your feet evenly to find a wonderful bridge pose. We'll breathe here. One more round of breath. And then on an inhale, an exhale brings you vertebra by vertebra down to the ground. Try to stay here, acknowledge the work you've done, and when you're ready, go ahead and move as you need. We'll move into a reclined pigeon pose. So on an inhale, right ankle over left knee. You can push your right knee away from you with your right hand just gently, and this can be a great stretch here. Your foot is active, protecting your bent knees, so just slightly flexed. If you have a little more space here, on an inhale, I welcome you to bring your left knee towards your chest, clasp your hands behind your knee, and push your right knee away with your right elbow just gently. Breathe here. Two more rounds of breaths. One more round. Go ahead and release that. You can windshield wiper your legs to find a little ease in that space you just created. And when you're ready, we'll take it on the other side. Morgan, not right now, dude. Come on. I swear, my dogs make the worst noises at the most quiet times. All right. We're back on our backs here. Left ankle over right knee. You can push that left knee away just slightly. If you'd like to find a little more space, I welcome you to bring your right knee into your chest. Clasp your hands behind your right knee and push against your left knee with your left elbow just slightly. Both feet are active, just slightly slightly flexed, protecting your bent knees. Breathe here. This is a really big stretch, so give yourself a lot of leeway in the space you're finding here. Find a smile here if you're able. Or find a tear, whatever is release for you. This is your practice. Two more nice deep breaths here. Winding down. Exhale brings you all down to center. We'll do one final twist as we prepare for Shavasana. So turn your space heaters on, find yourself a blanket, whatever you have to do for a nice, comfortable resting pose. All right, so final twist here. Go ahead and extend your left leg out. Bring your right knee into your chest and stretch here. Inhale here. And exhale brings your left knee over your body. Find space for you to do this. Most important is that both shoulders are on the ground. You shouldn't be pulling yourself over if your right shoulder is hovering on the ground. Pull yourself back onto the ground. You can even
tuck them both under like we did earlier slightly. So again, this is the morning wake up. You shouldn't be super limber. This is helping you become more limber, but we're not there yet, right? So be easy on yourself. If you like to massage any areas that are tight, you can pat it, find some circulation in those areas. Whatever feels good. This is your practice, your body. It's going to prepare you for a big day of movement and things. So give it some love before it goes into work. Awesome. One more breath here. Inhale brings you up. And center, go ahead and find that alignment, that even space all on your back. You can bring your knees in to find that straightness. When you're ready, extend your right leg. Inhale brings your left knee to chest. Breathe here for a couple breaths. Find some space. Inhale here. And exhale. Takes your left knee over. Remember to keep both shoulders on the ground. And if by both shoulders being on the ground, that means your knees not touching, that's okay. You can put a block or a blanket or a bolster under your knee to find support. Breathe here. Your body is active. You're not just dumping into this, right? And when you're ready, inhale brings you back to center. Find straightness in your spine. You can do so by giving yourself a big hug. Bigger. Inhale. Bigger. Inhale. Bigger. Inhale. And release. Shavasana. Final resting pose. Join me in a big deep inhale and a nice audible sigh out. Exhale. Do that again. Release. Relax. Shavasana. Find ease in your breath. There should be no more constriction, no more ujjayi. Back to simply being. Allowing this time to receive the benefits and the gifts of our practice. Release your jaw, any tightness in your jaw. Release your tongue from the top of your mouth
Release that, relax that into the back of your throat. Release any stress from your shoulders, between your ears. Release those away from your ears. Find rest and relaxation throughout your entire body. To help move you into this space of peace and quiet and rest, I welcome the healing sounds of Sonic Yogi with a native flute to help you find relaxation in your final resting pose. Begin to bring yourself back to your body. Allow a nice, big, deep breath to bring life back to your physical body. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, allow it to move down through your limbs into your fingers and toes to bring them movement. Allow that movement to work up your limbs into your body, into your head. Move your neck side to side, slowly waking up to meet the new day. When you're ready, roll over onto one side. Bring yourself into a fetal position by bending your knees and resting your head on a bent elbow. Find this place of rebirth. And as you're ready to be born, extend your top leg and your bottom arm. Inhale brings you up to a seated position. When you're ready, flicker your eyes open. Good morning, welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up here for your practice, allowing me to guide you. And may this day and the last few days of this crazy year be full of blessings for you and yours. Happiness and health to all. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale brings you down through prayer mudra. Blessings to all. Namaste.